Time for eye openers. The Denver Broncos defense came to play yesterday in Dallas, put the clamps on Dak, and the league's #1 ranked offense en route to a 30-16 win. And those 16 really came in garbage time. Denver certainly opened my eyes, but Greg Jennings, who opened your eyes in Week 10?
CP Flash, Cordero Patterson. I had the luxury of playing with him when he first got into the league and when he was drafted by the Minnesota Vikings. But you see the numbers yesterday, 201 all-purpose yards. He's doing everything the Atlanta Falcons have asked him to do. And by that, I mean not only just physically, but even mentally. He won the game, yes, Nick, for this team, almost single-handedly. I get it, it's a team sport, but when you're without your #1 receiver, when you're without a franchise player in Julio Jones who's no longer even there, this offense looks completely different. But because of his ability to embrace being whatever he's asked, something that players struggle to do when they see themselves in just one position, Cordell Patterson has matured and has become a very, very special player in this league.
It's a great take, Greg. Almost as good as my Falcons will make the playoffs take, which if they started today, the Falcons would be the 7th seed. Look up in the standings, America. That Falcons take back from the dead as promised. In my eyes, Kevin Wildes, someone who didn't play. Some folks are just the way I drip in objectivity, some folks just drip in luck and good fortune. Could more good things that he doesn't deserve happen to Tom Brady? He played terribly last week and they lost. He didn't even play this week. And guess what he did this week? He probably won the MVP because every other MVP candidate either didn't play or played terribly. Look at it. Hey, Josh Allen, you can win the MVP. Nope, you can't even beat the Jags. Now you're actually ineligible. Look it up in the bylaws. If you lose to Urban Meyer's Jags, you're not allowed to win MVP. Dak, hey, can you win MVP? No, you're down 30-0 the Broncos. Stafford, little late night national television. Right as Al and Chris are saying, what Matt Stafford has stopped doing is making the big mistake. Pick six. Great job, Matt. Way to really show out on national TV. Kyler misses a game, his team doesn't miss a beat. Derrick Henry misses a game, his team doesn't miss a beat. Now, Aaron Rodgers missed a game, his team missed all the beats, but Aaron Rodgers also, I feel like, almost made himself ineligible for the award with everything that happened this week. So Brady just sitting back, drinking, what does he drink? Kale smoothies or, other, whatever he drinks. Whatever he's drinking, Wildes. Just sitting back. Water. He's going to win the damn MVP award. It's sickening. Concussion water, the special concussion water that Brady's guy invented.
Oh, the concussion water. No, he pulled the concussion water.
Thank you for making the joke for me. I almost censored myself, Wildes, but then you open the door, I jumped through it. Hey, this water will help protect your brain. So, yeah, Brady, congrats,
that was a long time
MVP.
ago.
It's unbelievable. Go ahead.
That was pre-Brady. That was Guerrero. Okay, Greg, I'm going to end up throwing this one to you. Well, my eye-opener is Mac Jones, defensive player. First quarter, Patriots-Panthers. Mac Jones gets strip sacked by Brian Burns. Mac grabs his ankle. Some people say he gave it a little twist. Some people say he's giving him a little kick. Some people say he's trying to maneuver a little bit. But the Panthers took issue with it. Take a listen.
I definitely thought it was a dirty play. I actually saw and witnessed the play, the whole while it was happening as I was running, seeing him over there. First it looked like he was trying to trip or kick Burns, and then next thing you notice, I saw him tugging on Burns' ankle. I thought it was completely dirty. Hopefully it's something that the league addresses.
So, Greg, the other interesting tidbit to this story is that the CBS broadcast said that Mac Jones and Brian Burns have a little bit of beef going back to when Burns sacked Mac Jones and perhaps celebrated over him in high school. I, of course, dug down and tried to watch the entirety of Mac Jones' high school career and could not find the play, but CBS mentioned it. In your opinion, Greg, is this a dirty play?
Okay, from initially looking at it, no, you don't think it's a dirty play. In my mind, what happens is you got a quarterback who takes a sack, who loses the football, who at very least does not want the player who just sacked him and caused the fumble to recover the fumble as well. Now, once you watch it, the tripping, I think that is uncalled for. You can't do that. You can't, like, jiu-jitsu trip and whatever he's trying to do to get a guy down to the ground. The twisting, the grabbing and the twisting of the ankle. Look, I don't care. As a defensive player, I almost despise him even to talk about, oh, my gosh, it's a dirty play, when every defensive player underneath the pile is twisting and turning and bending. Like, don't talk about that to me as a former quarterback doing it. Don't say that.
Wow, okay. Dirty play, but don't say it. I like it.
I can take that, guys.
I hate to use this show to do personal advice to a friend, but I'm going to do it. So, Odell Beckham Jr. has a major, one would argue, the biggest decision of his career coming up. What team will he choose to play for? He is at a crossroads of his career. Is he going to take the Randy Moss path? Or is he going to take the path of many a wide receiver that had a great start to their career, and then it's like, hey, what happened to that guy? It will be predicated on which team he chooses. So, let's go through some of the options. Vegas seemed like a good one, but they just signed Deshaun Jackson, so you're not going there. I know Green Bay seems attractive, but if you go there, aren't you a little concerned that the woke mob is going to put the final nail in your cancel culture casket? I would be. You can't go there. Baltimore, Lamar had the opportunity to campaign for you on Twitter. He said, hey, talk to my bosses. Talk to your bosses, Lamar. You're the most powerful person in the organization. Don't you want to go somewhere where a team all of a sudden is getting hot, but a team's offense is stalling? A team's offense that if all of a sudden it gets going, you can get the credit, my friend. Don't you want to go somewhere for the first time in your career, a quarterback has the arm strength to actually hit you on those fly routes you're so good at? A team that has diverse personalities and who, by the way, could maybe use your mentoring. Mentoring, I do say. Yeah, maybe the quarterback's little brother could use some social media tips. Therefore, that team, the only one is left, is the Kansas City Chiefs, Odell. If you pick the Chiefs, here's what I can offer you, Odell. I can let you live in the house I still own there while you get settled. I can set up a personal meeting with you and my dear friend, the Mayor Quentin Lucas, so he can show you around the town. And I personally will pay for lifetime Jack Stack Barbecue or Arthur Bryant's or both, whatever you prefer, my friend. Odell Beckham Jr., biggest choice of your life coming up this week. Don't screw it up. Kansas City's the only option, my friend. Just trying to help a friend out, Wilds. That's all I'm trying to do.
Or waivers. Doesn't get picked up.
Well, while that seems like a nice way to treat an opposing player, this doesn't necessarily. Shout out to the Fox camera people who captured Jordan Love's mother and girlfriend seated at the tip top of Arrowhead. Now, just for the record, Arrowhead seats 76,416 people. And I'm not going to be in charge of where, the opposing quarterback's team should be. But maybe not the dead last row. That's all I'm asking for. As you heard from Nick Wright, Kansas City is a welcoming and kind place. Maybe just come down, maybe even 3 rows. Not just with your back end, maybe even 3 rows. Hey, maybe 100 rows, maybe 500 rows. Get him, or maybe on the field, like we let Jackson Mahomes on the field when he's in Washington.
Here's a crazy idea.
Good. Oh, here we go. This is going to be a bad take. I know what's coming.
Maybe Jordan Love use some of that first-round salary, and instead of taking the comp tickets, hop on SeatGeek and buy your family some seats. Oh, my God. I looked it up. Good seats for that game yesterday were $415 each. Oh, a first-round quarterback who, in that high-cost-of-living town, Green Bay, Wisconsin, doesn't have the extra $850 for moms and his girlfriend? That's not on the Chiefs. It's on Jordan Love. Buy your family the tickets instead of taking the comp seats, buddy. That's on Jordan Love. It's on Jordan Love. It's not on the Chiefs. Buy your family the seats.